Hey YouTube, Estacado 5000 here, what's up? Here's the zombie build from the 2008 Shonen Jump Atlanta. Here we go. So this is what we got. We got free Dark Arm Dragons. You can only, two Dark Arm Dragons. You can only summon this monster when you have exactly 3 Dark Attribute monsters in your graveyard. Then you can remove 1 Dark Attribute monster from your graveyard from play to destroy 1 card on the field. So it's a really good card. One of my favorite cards back at that time. Then you got free Destiny Hero Malicious. You can discard this via Zombie Master's effect, or use Foolish Burial to pitch 1 in the graveyard. Then you can remove it from play to special summon another one of these from the deck, which is good with combination Emergency Teleport and Career Bonds and Plague Spreader Zombie. It's good to get a level 8 Synchro monster like Stardust Dragon and Colossal Fighter out there. Then you got the Zombie Engine. You got free Mizuki. You got free Goblin Zombie. Then you also got 2 Zombie Masters and 2 Plague Spreaders. So basically, this is the Zombie Engine. This allows you to banish this card from the graveyard, especially summon 1 out of zombie type monster from your graveyard back onto the field. So you can use this mainly to get Plague Spreader back onto the field, or you can get like a Zombie Master back on board, then use its effect to bring back another zombie monster from the graveyard. Like you can use this. If you have this in your hand, you can just pitch this and bring back like Plague Spreader or Mizuki or Goblin Zombie. You got a lot of options. And Goblin Zombie allows you to get Mizuki and Plague Spreader Zombie or Zombie Master into your hand a lot faster when this is sent from the field to the graveyard. Its other effect is every time it inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, Goblin Zombie sends the top card of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. So it's a really good way to mess up with your opponent's strategies. So for the other monsters, you got 2 free Career Bonds, which is paired nicely with Emergency Teleport and Destiny Hero Malicious. You can get a level 8 Synchro monster out like Colossal Fighter, Stardust Dragon, or Red Dragon Archfiend, so you got a lot of options at that point. Now with the spell cards, you got free Allure of Darkness, and you got free Emergency Teleport. So basically, the Allure of Darknesses allow you to draw 2 cards to banish 1 Dark Attribute from your hand from play. This allows you to get Corrupt Bonds out. Like I said with Malicious, you remove Malicious from the graveyard, you can special summon another Malicious from the deck onto the field, then use Emergency Teleport to bring out a Corrupt Bonds from your hand or deck onto the field, then Synchro summon into a level 8 like a Stardust Dragon, Red Dragon Archfiend, or Colossal Fighter, or even a Thought Roll Archfiend, depends on the situation. Then you got Burial from the Different Dimension, which allows you to reuse Mizuki, Plague Spreader. There's a lot of options. This is really good. A really good card back in the day. Then you got 2 Foolish Burial, which allows you to either pitch a Mizuki, a Plague Spreader Zombie, or mainly Destiny Hero Malicious. Mainly what I would use with this is if I have a Emergency Teleport in hand, and I had this didn't have this in my hand, I can use this to pitch this to the graveyard, then use Emergency Teleport, special summon a Career Bonds, then remove this from play, special summon another Malicious from my deck to the field and go into level 8. Then you got 2 Card of Safe Returns, which allows you to draw a card from your deck every time you special summon a monster. Then you got Lightning Vortex, Smashing Ground, Brain Control, Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, and Mystical Space Typhoon. And for the traps, you only run free Crush Card Virus, Torrential Tribute, and Phoenix Wind Blast. This is another good way to get rid of Malicious. Like you have this in your hand, you can discard this from your hand to return 1 card on your opponent's field to the top of their deck. So you got a lot of options. And here's the synchros. You got hold on one sec, I just gotta organize them. Alright, so you got 2 Doom Kaiser Dragon and Revive King Hades. Basically, these can only be summoned with the Plague Spreader Tuner and a zombie type monster. So these 3 synchros, you can only use the zombie monsters and the zombie tuner to summon these guys. So you can't use like Corrupt Bonds and Zombie Master, you have to use Plague Spreader. So Revive King Hades allows you to negate effects of monsters that it destroys in battle, or any other zombie that attacks. This allows you to special summon another zombie type monster from your opponent's graveyard when it's synchro summoned. So this is pretty good. So like if you go up against a mirror match, you can summon him, then bring back like their Plague Spreader Zombie, and you can sync to a level 8 monster a lot easier. Hold on one sec, I just gotta do some more organizing. Hold on a sec, because I got multiple copies of each synchro monster. Alright. So the other synchros in the build, you got free Goyle Guardian, which allows you to steal one of your opponent's monsters when it destroys it in battle. So this is really good if you go up against a Teledad deck. You can attack into the Stratos, steal the Stratos, and basically use its effect to get a Malicious into your hand or stuff like that. There's a lot of options with that. Then you got 2 Thought Ruler Archfiend, You got 2 Red Dragon Archfiend, 2 Stardust Dragon, 2 Colossal Fighter, and Magical Android. So that's the build. Hope you all enjoyed. More videos coming soon. Comment and subscribe. Later, guys.